episode of Sanusi Life. My name is Adewale Buke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star. Don't be a hater. Today is going to be a little bit different because indirectly it's the last show of the year. And I was going to talk about a cartoon, but after seeing what I've been seeing in politics and all that kind of stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm talking about the Black Winter. And for a lot of y'all who don't understand what that means, it's basically foreign powers, imperialists, trying to cause war in Western Africa. Like today, bitch ass US government just decided they're gonna bomb Nigeria, the northwestern Nigeria, without the Nigerian government's permission. You have to understand something. It's called sovereignty. Now, whether the Nigerian government is working with the US government to fight these terrorists, I got no problem with fighting terrorists. But when you just invade another person's country without permission, you got a problem. Like the bullshit that the US is doing in Venezuela. Now, some of y'all are gonna join me, some of y'all are not gonna join me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to entertain you every week and talk about cartoons and all this other bullshit. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world. I'm kind of tired of limiting myself to, oh yeah, this cartoon and that cartoon. I love cartoons, but none's more important to me than the sovereignty of African nations. You know what I'm saying? Let asshole presidents like Donald Trump know he can't just do whatever the hell he wants. If he wants a fight, that bastard's gonna get a fight, because he's gonna get one. They always said the fall of America would come when a buffoon gets into office. And America does have a buffoon in office now. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's at, man. Look, let's get right to it. Y'all give me a second. I gotta clean up this camera right quick. There we go. Much better. So today we're gonna talk about Black Winter. And for a lot of you don't know, I keep up with a lot of African politics. I know some of y'all don't, because you think let's hear Western propaganda garbage. But a lot of what Black Winter is basically about is Western nations being set up to get into a war. And it's something Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, has been talking about. And it's true. We know it's coming. It's not no accident that you had all these coups, and all these coups that were supposed to work and push out crooked leaders, they didn't push it out. So before we get into this podcast, we want to thank our sponsors. This Vision podcast is brought to you by Homeland Fashions, home of authentic African fashion and accessories from motherland. That's right. Homeland Fashions is a company operated by Tracy Agboke. How you doing, Travis Thornton? Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to another episode of Sanusi Life, episode number 236. Thank you for joining us. Today's a bit of politics. I like dipping and dabbing, mixing it up all the time, man. I'm not interested in doing one thing all the time. So some people are gonna stay, some people are gonna go. And as you can see, I've got my African attire on. I am Nigerian descent. I don't try to hide it. You see the name of the channel, you see the name, period. Yep, deuces. So don't care if you don't like politics. Go ahead and leave. I'm not always about cartoons all the time. I like talking about real stuff going around the world. The world is a messed up place. So really messed up place. But today, we gotta talk about that. So Homeland Fashions. So I got to thank my sponsors, because like I was telling y'all, let me get this out the way right fast. Today's podcast is gonna be short, but it's gonna be sweet, very informative. So if you love hearing about stuff other than something cartoon or whatever, cool. If not, I don't care. You can stay, you can leave. And look, thank everybody that's growing the channel, man. I think my goal was to get to 1,200 subscribers actually. But now, hey, what's up, one? How you doing, brother? You might want to stick around for this episode, bro. You definitely want to. Merry Christmas to you too, brother. But I don't really celebrate Christmas like that, man. As far as I'm concerned, it's a pagan holiday. I'm Nigerian, man. Jesus wasn't born on the 25th, so I'm sorry. I don't get into all that stuff. You don't want to, Jesus was not born on the 25th, and he didn't die when he was 33 either. So I'm Nigerian. I'm a pure blood. I know exactly when he died. I know exactly what he was doing when he was in Africa. East Africa, to be specific. You know what I'm saying? But Homeland Fashions. I'm glad you do. Because we got a lot of ignorant people out here, man. I think you're going to love today's episode, man. Today's about Black Winter. And basically it's in reference to Western Africa and the wars that's been propagated by imperialist countries like France and the US to create a war in the western region of Africa so that you can continue to steal resources. Because what's happening now is the joint alliance of the Sahel states, which is what I'm going to talk about today. Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. To see what these brothers in the western region are doing is incredible. They have unified 3 major countries in Africa, and the Western Hemisphere is scared as fuck and shitting in their pants right now. You know what I'm saying? So look, let me get these sponsors out the way though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm good, baby. I'm good. I'm the best I've ever been. I'm free. I'm liberated. And as I always say, man, yeah, appreciate that, man. Broccoli 55. Yep. There's a lot of people out there that understand, and some are just fucking clueless, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, appreciate you. Look, I'm a soldier of Africa. I don't give a fuck. Nothing supersedes, nothing is more important to me than the glory of Africa. I could care less about the rest of the world. Great. I mean, humanity, great. But America's done a lot of fucked up shit. France, Europe, all the stuff they doing. So, y'all, let me get these sponsors out the way so I can tell y'all what's going down right now, y'all. You know what I'm saying? For those who stay, great. For those who leave, well, it's all good too. So I appreciate y'all energy coming through, man. You know what I mean? But today, man, sponsors. Let me get the sponsor out the way. Homeland Fashion, home of authentic African fashion accessories from the motherland. So this is Homeland Fashions, and I plan on having very true, well said one. I plan on having the owner of Homeland Fashion coming through to talk to y'all about African accessories from the motherland. Everything's going on. So y'all, this podcast also brought to you by Tigler. If you need executive services from plumbers to pediatricians and everything between, search Tigler. Don't wait. That's Tigler.com. Tigler is owned and operated by Aditya Agboke, the best CEO out there in the galaxy. He's owned and operating a platform that operates and tells you how to find the best platforms for professionals, whether it's from plumbers, pediatricians, carpenters, and all kinds of professionals like that. So Tigler.com, and they're located in 2 locations: the Eastern Hemisphere, let me get this loser right here out the way, this moron. And you know what I love about being on YouTube, on like TikTok? I can go off on a motherfucker and not give a damn. But today I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna get this loser out the way. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, I'm done. So Tigler.com, owned and operated by Aditya Agboke, is operating from 2 hemispheres: the Eastern Hemisphere, East Coast area with the New York, Virginia area, and then the West Coast area, Los Angeles, Long Beach area. So if you want to find a professional to get what you need done, you got to check out Tigler.com. Carpenters, plumbers, pediatricians, all kinds of professionals like that. And this podcast also brought to you by Anadil for the ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Like Anadil for the ankle. Make your feet happy again. That's Anadil Center for details, y'all. That's Anadil Center for details, y'all. So Tigler, for all you wondering, if I forget that, is this logo right here. I want y'all to get used to that. And then, of course, Homeland Fashion. So Tigler, y'all see it? You see it right there, nice and tight. I really, as far as sponsors, man, I'm only dealing with people to understand that I talk about stuff like what I'm about to talk about today, and I don't answer to nobody. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And AnadilCenter.com. So Anadil Center is owned and operated by Dr. Nero Nusode, the greatest foot specialist in the galaxy, man. When I say galaxy, I mean what I'm saying. Galaxy. This man's operating an amazing company. Anadil Foot and Ankle right here. They made these custom orthotics for me, strictly for my feet, designed to make sure that my feet is not in pain. So I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So AnadilCenter.com for details, y'all. And if you're in the Dallas, Texas area, in the Frisco, Texas area, you definitely want to go holler at Dr. Nero Nusode, man. You know what I mean? So, y'all, let's get to this podcast, man. When I say Black Winter, man, I don't think a lot of people understand what I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about is the war that's about to happen in Western Africa, which is perpetuated by Western powers who are scared shitless of the fact that Africa is starting to unite. There's nothing you were going to stop. What you thought was going to be divided forever? I mean, it's the same bullshit they got going on right now in Venezuela. You've got U.S. bombing Venezuela every single day, and none of the Hispanic countries are saying anything. Not Ecuador, not Brazil, not none of them. How the fuck you gonna let them keep bombing your brother and you don't say shit? That's the same shit they're trying to do now in Western Africa. They want to start it small, but you're not starting it small. Like today, we just heard President Trump bragging about going to northern Nigeria and bombing terrorists. You're the damn terrorist. Now, we know that, yes, the Nigerian government is crooked. I'm going to be the first to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the official language, but I don't get into the official language of America. The official language is whatever language you want to speak that day. How about that? I'm not worried about a bunch of fucking white boys telling me what to say. Ain't no white boy telling me what to say. Let me make this clear to you, because the things that are going to be important today, I'm going to talk about with this episode today. Black Winter, I'm going to break that down for you. Europe, Arab Spring, for a lot of people who don't understand what that is. Chinese occupation, as far as I'm concerned, I call it infestation. You know what I'm saying? African appointees, which is bitch-ass leaders, and then the resolution, which is the Sahel states. You know what I'm saying? Of course, getting your mind right, and final thoughts. Look, Black Winter, man, for all you don't know, is basically... A funny thing about English is that English didn't even come from Europe. That's the messed up part about that. That's another topic for another day, man. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of Black Winter, what's happening right now in the Western Africa is that you got 3 countries Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso today have just formed another special task force alliance union, right? Basically saying securing their alliance. Not only have they opened up their own banking institution, they've completed sovereignty of the highest level. And guess who's scared shitless of that shit? Western powers. That would include the US, France, all these European bastard countries. So basically a white fucking country. Basically, I got no love for Europe. I got no love for America. I just see America as a fucking side piece. America's got no business telling anybody else how to be sovereign when all you do is steal shit from others. You barely give justice to your own citizens. How dare you go around telling everybody what justice your democratic bullshit that you've been peddling for since the Roman days. Democracy is the biggest bullshit propaganda ever owned. African countries, especially my generation, we're not trying to hear that shit no more. So, you know, when I put an episode title called Black Winter, Black Winter is coming, you don't understand. You have to actually stick around to understand what I'm talking about. What the U.S. government, the Western Hemisphere countries are trying to do is create war in Africa so you can keep stealing. They don't like the fact that France has been kicked out of Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. Now, let me make this clear. What happened tonight with the U.S. government bombing northern Nigeria, that particular area, Sokoto, is the U.S. government must have got the green light from the Nigerian government to say, let's go in and bomb some shit. Which means that you're basically letting the U.S. government pretend to be actual protectors. There's nothing U.S. is protecting anybody from. U.S. doesn't protect. What the U.S. does best is to be parasitic, steal from other countries. How long do you think it's going to be before the U.S., all these wars that U.S. starts on other people's soil comes to America? You really think other countries are going to keep tolerating America bullying it? Hell no. Black Winter is coming. That's why the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, said, I don't want to call them influencers, but imperialists, along with these bitch-ass African leaders, are trying to start wars in Western Africa so you can keep stealing. You don't want to serve your people. You find it more glorifying for you to keep robbing your own country. I don't understand the mentality of all of these leaders, man. How you call yourself an African person, but you're okay with the constant theft of your own stuff? So it wasn't bad enough we had imperialists. I'm talking about France, Germany, Italy, man, the list is fucking endless. If you are Spain, Portugal, if you are a fucking European country, you're a fucking piece of shit to me. I have no love for European countries. None. I got no problem with them fucking dwindling off. And you know what's beautiful about the scales of karma? European countries are dying off. In 10 years' time, France is going to be so fucking broke. Now, let me tell you how France operates. Yes, I see some people disappearing from the channel because they don't like the fact that I'm talking about real shit. Please leave. Don't care. I'm done with this point where I gotta worry about a bunch of assholes who would just want me to be the nice, good talking N-word to make them feel good. Entertain me. Fuck you and entertainment. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you how the fuck this is gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soldier of Africa. I could give a fuck less about Europe. Let me make that real clear. I give a fuck less about Europe. I give a fuck less about America. Let me make that real good and clear so you understand where I'm coming from. You see what the hell I'm wearing? That's why we're talking about the Black Winter. Black Winter, this has been happening for centuries. Every time Western powers see Africa unifying, let's start a war somewhere. Let's pit communities, nationalities against each other. And I'm not going to use the word tribes because tribes is bullshit. That's a word created by Europe to divide Africa. You see what I'm saying? Black Winter is basically war created by Western Hemisphere within African space. They're doing it again. And African leaders have to come to a decision, which is what Ibrahim Traore was saying. At what point are you going to stop being cowards and actually stand up for your people? Which brings me to my next point, right? Which is the Europe and Arab Spring. Now, for the longest, right? Everybody always thought Arab nations, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Syria, those motherfucking countries, I got no love for them. You know why? Because all they've done is do what they've been doing in Sudan. Now, if anybody's been keeping up with Sudan, right? This is what you call Arab Spring. You know why they're attacking Sudan? Because they're gold in Sudan. Dubai is broke. Your Arab nations are broke. So guess where they're going to get their money from? Stealing it in Sudan. That's why the Janjaweed, who's an Arab group of thieves and terrorists who've been murdering black Africans in Sudan. Meanwhile, none of these fucking African leaders are doing anything. Meanwhile, you got bastards like William Ruto, president of Kenya, shaking hands with the same people who are murdering your people. You think it's okay because something's happening in one African country, it doesn't affect you. If they fucking one African country, how long do you think it's going to be before they fuck with another African country? At what point are you going to stop? I have no love for Arabs. And I mean every word of this. If Arab nations move 1 inch under Sudan, I swear to God, we are going to slaughter every single Arab in Africa. Fuck them all. I got no love for them motherfuckers. They've been killing and murdering Africans since the 7th century. Slavery. How do you think Saudi Arabia got built? The kafala system is still a form of slavery. Taking African residents, when they move to Arab nations, instead of letting them work freely, they put them in chains. You can only work for one family. You are indentured servants. It's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's total bullshit. Like, I don't have time for, how can I say this, being politically correct. I have no love for Arabs. Fuck them motherfuckers. They've been murdering Africans for God knows how long. In the 18th century, 16th century, over 20 million slaves were taken from Eastern Africa into Arab lands. Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, their entire wealth was built on the back of Africans. And I'm supposed to have love for you? Fuck you and Malikum Salam. I worried these motherfuckers talking about like, oh, well, all people that aren't Muslim are going to slaughter their neck. Well, guess what? I'm a pure blood African. I don't give a fuck about Muslim. I don't give a fuck about Islam. I don't give a fuck about Muhammad. None of that shit. Christ, fuck all of them. You come at us, we're going to come at you. Any Arab man that actually thinks that African, pure blood Africans like myself are going to cater to your religious bullshit, fuck you. We will slaughter you just like you're going to do us too. I got no love for you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? For the longest time, Arabs have been allowed to get away with this shit. You ain't my brother, motherfucker. I don't want no Malikum Salam in Africa. Fuck Arabs. Fuck them to the bottom, from the bottom of my motherfucking heart. If you're from Turkey, if you're from fucking United Arabs, you're from Saudi Arabia, I got no love for you. I know what you motherfuckers are. You are a bunch of racist. And if you want to find out what I'm really talking about, go watch soccer. See how these Arab motherfuckers treat these Africans that come over there to play in different Arab countries. Why the fuck should I have any love for these motherfuckers? Europe, Arab Spring, what I mean by that is the constant dissemination of African countries being divided. This is what they do best. So Europe comes with the bullshit from the south, drops it in southern Africa, and then Arabs come with their bullshit from northern Africa, right? That's why you have Africa, top of Africa, Libya, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, all Arab nations. How the fuck are these motherfuckers who look like Arabs living in Africa? I got no problem saying this shit, and I don't give a fuck if this gets seen 10 years later, 15 years later. I got no love for these motherfuckers. Fuck them. Fuck all you Arab nations. I know how you motherfuckers are. That's why you can slaughter. I mean, the nerve of Arabs to murder a bunch of innocent Africans, real Africans in Sudan. They killed over 2,000 Sudanese in one fucking day. And not one fucking African country did anything. They didn't say shit. They didn't do shit. Well, guess what? That day is over. I'm not no fucking Muslim. Fuck Muslims. I ain't no fucking Christian either. Fuck them motherfuckers too. You will not use our country to start a war. You will not steal our resources. I'm telling you this right now. If these fucking Arabs move 1 inch under Sudan, we will slaughter every single Arab in Africa. Fuck them all. I got no love for these motherfuckers. Let me make that real motherfucking clear. None. I'm ready to go home right now and go to war with these motherfuckers. I'm so sick of this shit. And all of you bitch-ass Africans that are in African with your Malikum Salam. Fuck Malikum Salam. Tell me exactly how Muslim has helped Africa. Tell me how Christian has helped Africa. Those two religions have done nothing but divide Africa. They've really just turned Africa into up and down. Up and down. Yes, hello, Kaylee. How you? Welcome to the chat. Sorry, it's a serious day today, baby. I ain't about Christmas. I'm about my country, Africa. And so today, the topic I'm talking about is serious shit. I'm really tired of talking. Sometimes I don't want to talk about cartoons. Nope. I'm talking about real shit. So those who like it, stay. Those who don't, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So now look, as far as I'm saying, Arabs have been murdering Africans for the longest and hiding behind religion to do it. That's how they took Egypt. That's how they took Algeria. That's how they took Libya. The only Arab I had any love for was Gaddafi and what's his name? Yasser Arafat. Because those two men actually did shit for Africa. They actually did shit for Africa. You know what I'm saying? And these same fucking Arabs were happy to see Gaddafi get murdered by Western powers, which was President Obama's bitch ass in office. Yes, Obama maybe act black, but I don't like that motherfucker. He's a bitch. He's a coward. You see what I'm saying? Just like the coward you got in office today. America doesn't ever. European powers, Western powers, Arab, I got no love for them. It was only because a lot of Africans started making noise about the mass murder of Sudanese in Africa that the Janjaweed stopped. But you know these bitch-ass African governments, like this bastard in Ruto in Kenya, Ruto, the president of Kenya, you over there shaking hands with the man responsible for murdering a bunch of Sudanese people. You got no honor. And let me tell you, I'm going to get to that part later, but I got a list of Africans, presidents that I want fucking guillotined and straight, I want them fucking assassinated. Straight up, I got no problem saying it. None. You know what I'm saying? No problem saying it. This is the only way you're going to clean up Africa. And when you clean up Africa, that means every single African that looks like me with this skin color across the world won't have any more problems. This is why Western powers are so scared of Africans. They don't want us to unify, because when we unify, it's their ass. So for all of you who follow me, thank you for following me. But if you're not following me, go kick rocks. I'm not changing the subjects. This is what I do all the time. 2026 is coming. I'm only going to dive deep into more into shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Arabs have been fucking over Africans for the longest, pretending to be our brother. Western power, these churches, these Spanish organizations talking about, oh, we're here to do God's work. Fuck you and God's work. You ain't got no God's work. Are you serious? No. Hell no. Free to leave. I'm not losing no sleep over people that come in and out of my chat, man. This thing right here, what's happening in Africa has been happening for a long time. And more Africans are starting to speak on it, especially my generation. We are tired of the constant assassinations. We are tired of the constant butchering. It's a wrap. We're done with it. You know what I'm saying? So Arab Spring, Europe Spring, Arab Spring is something they try to glorify like it's something good they come to do. You come to murder Africans and steal their lands. Right now, the division of Africa continues to happen because Africans keep allowing Arabs to come to our communities. They don't love us and I don't love them. Like in Haiti right now, Lebanese families have been fucking up Haiti for God knows how long, right? And guess what? The U.S. got the nerve to go into Haiti talking about we fighting terrorists. You ain't fighting terrorists. You fighting free freedom fighters. That's what people don't understand. I don't understand why people are so clueless. But that's the Arab Spring right there. The bullshit that Arabs are selling about how we're bringing a brotherhood to Africa. No, you want to Arabize Africa. Fuck you. We are not going to allow you to do that. To all you Arabs out there, fuck you very much. From the bottom of my motherfucking heart. If you move 1 inch below Sudan, I swear to God, we're going to slaughter every last one of you Arabs. We know what you're doing. You've been doing it. You're not our brothers. You're not even close to being our brothers. You motherfuckers are jealous of us. You don't like us and we don't like you. You know, as a kid growing up, I used to think these Arab motherfuckers were our brothers. They ain't our fucking brothers. They some bitches. The only Arab that I ever liked was Gaddafi and what's his name from Palestine, Yasser Arafat. The rest of them, fuck them. They got no love for us. Are you fucking kidding me? With the amount of fucked up shit that you've done? No. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem speaking truth to power. And they're not even powerful. Because for them to get what they want, they have to work with these bitch-ass African leaders that have no love for their own people. That's the biggest disease in Africa right now. These bullshit, bitch-made African leaders that have no love for their own people. None. I mean none. You know what I'm saying? They'll gladly hand over their own people to slavery. Over $150 million is made in slavery in Africa every year. Still till today. And we thought slavery ended in 1865. And we thought independence was achieved at least in the 1960s. Meanwhile, you got these African presidents, a lot of them, shipping off their own people to other countries to be sold in slavery, to be indentured servants. No, man, hell no. And I mean what I said. Arab Spring, fuck an Arab Spring. I got no love for Arabs. Fuck them. No love, yeah, with the Maliku Salam bullshit. I come in peace. One motherfucker got on TV with the nerve talking about, well, anybody that doesn't accept Islam into their life is going to get slaughtered. Well, guess what? I'm African. I'm not going to accept Islam into my life. Fuck Islam. Fuck Christianity. I'm a pure blood African. I worship the traditionals of Africa. Shango, the thunder god. Ogun, the god of iron. I could give a fuck less about no Islam. Any Arab that comes our way, we go fucking do you like this. Fuck you, motherfuckers. We got no love for you. Yes, and I hope this shit gets tweeted over and over again. None. I got no love for you, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't love Europe because all you've had us is imperialism. We keep, and that's what another thing. Let me address that to Europe, right? What's really going on right now in Africa is that European countries don't like the fact that African countries are freeing themselves. Imperialism. They are scared shitless of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Why the hell should we let you tell us how to live? What the fuck are you offering that's better than what we're offering ourselves? Africans have been in existence thousands of years before a bunch of fucking white people came around. So how the fuck would you know about how to live? You don't have technology. All your shit you know is the shit you stole from Timbuktu in Mali, from the great Mansa Musa, which is going to be another episode I'm talking about one day. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing nothing special. What, you got nuclear missiles? Bring it. That's the only way you're going to beat us. And that's not enough to beat us. Africans are rising. There's a new generation of Africans. We cannot stand Europe. We cannot stand Arab nations. We're pretty much like, fuck the world. We'll do shit ourselves. We don't need your hand. We'll take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at. Next thing is the Chinese infestation. Oh yeah, and I mean every word I'm saying right here. There's a fucking Chinese infestation and I'm fucking sick of it. The Chinese are not any fucking better than none of these motherfuckers that have came through Africa. What, because you come in and pretend to be humble? Chinese people, you know what they're doing right now in China? In Africa? They are pushing Kush. And they're not just pushing Kush. Kush is basically weed. But they're lacing it up with amphetamines. So the kids of the youth of Africa are dying from it. This shit's been happening for the last 5 fucking years. It's only the last 3 months that people have actually been talking about it. And you know why they're able to get away with it? Because these useless African leaders, once again, it comes down to them again, are in power, not giving a fuck about their citizens and just serving their own ends. Look, let me keep it 100 with y'all. I am waiting for the day that we make a list of useless African leaders that we need to slaughter. Yeah, you know what I said. I want Africans to take up arms against African leaders, especially from the crooked ass countries like Tanzania, like fucking Kenya, like fucking Benin. Let me tell you who's first on my list as far as people I want fucking just executed. That bastard from Benin, Talon. Patrick Talon, what the fuck his name is, Talon. He's a bitch. He is France's bitch. And I hope that the coups that are happening in Benin right now don't stop. Keep cooing the country till you get that bastard out of office. Never let him feel safe. I want the president of Benin in West Africa to be executed. He's a piece of shit. Then after him, get the one in Sierra Leone. Then after him, get the one in Cameroon. Then after him, get the one in Togo. Then after him, get the bitch in Tanzania. And then after him, after her, get that piece of shit in Kenya. There's a lot of bastards in Africa, man. They don't mean no well for their citizens. I got no problem saying this, man. It's true what Ibrahim Traore was saying. They got no love for Africa. Why should we let people that have no love for Africa keep coming in our countries? The Chinese. That's why they can be an infestation in China. How many videos have you seen of Chinese people beating up on Africans? I wish they would try that shit in Nigeria. Oh my God. Let any Chinese man try that shit in Nigeria. You will get fucking annihilated. And the last Chinese motherfucker that did try that shit, he got beaten his ass. He got his ass beat to death. I got no love for the fucking Chinese. Because out of all the fucking Asian communities, the Chinese are the most racist motherfuckers you will ever meet. They do it every day here in America. You ever go to a gas station and you're black? You see how they behave. They're a bunch of clanny motherfuckers. They got no love for their own people. Look at how they treated Bruce Lee. How the fuck you think they're gonna treat us? I treat them the same way they treat me. That is my new rule since 2025 started, and that's my new rule going into 2026. Fuck us, fuck you. Africans don't need your fucking infestation. I want Chinese the fuck out of Africa. They have brought nothing but chaos and disillusion and division. They haven't done shit but build roads, steal gold, steal uranium, steal cobalt, steal anything that makes them money. What makes you think the Chinese is better? Because you're fucking sliding eyes, you're better than fucking white people to come around? You're not any better. And when Africans go to China, ask them how they're treated. These motherfuckers think that they're actually better than you. You rat motherfucker. You're a bunch of fucking rats. You're a bunch of inferior specimens. I don't respect the Chinese because I know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Don't pretend to be our brothers because you're not our brothers. I got no love for y'all. None. And for all those who are watching right now, please like, subscribe to my channel if you like real shit. This is what I'm going into 2026 with. Black winter is coming to Africa. And China is part of the problem too. The only Western country, and I can't even call them Western, is Russia. I got no problem with Russia. And I hope Russia blows Ukraine off the fucking world map. Fuck Ukraine. Are you kidding me? Zelensky? Now everybody's seeing Zelensky for what he really is. A fucking crook. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. I've never understood this. This African, and this is something I'm going to address in the next situation. I am sick of Africans thinking that everybody else is better than them. How is everybody else better than you when you are the original human being? All these motherfuckers came from us. The Chinese, whites, Arabs, all these motherfuckers came from us. I ain't subservient to no fucking motherfucking nobody. Especially fucking whites, Arabs, and the fucking Chinese. Because they do not like us, and I don't fucking like them. Fuck them all. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how they run. And I hope this video gets played over and over and over and over again. Share with your friends. I ain't afraid to say what I'm saying. When one day I'm asked about what I said in this video, I will address it. I got no problem because I know what they're doing. They're fucking dividing our country and stealing resources. Murdering countless Africans. Every single day. Youth dying in fucking mines and shit like that. And you think we ain't got a Chinese infestation? Oh no, we got a Chinese infestation. Chinese have got to fucking go. And I'm not afraid of the Chinese because guess what? Nigeria gives them 80% of their business. It ain't nothing for us to tell them to go fuck themselves. This is the power that Africans will that they don't understand. We're the only country, the only continent that doesn't need the other continents. We don't need Europe. We don't need America. We don't need Australia. We don't need Arab nations. Fuck them all. They need us. Tell me what they're giving us that we need from them. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, and this is why I have to change my mentality a lot from a lot of people that I don't deal with no more. If you are fake, fuck you. I'm not interested in moving people that ain't doing shit to change the world. Sitting there whining and crying about what needs to be changed. You know what needs to be changed. I'm saying it right now. And you got people out there like, oh, why is he so angry? Motherfucking angry? What should I be, smiling? They just want you to be a smiling coon. Be a happy N-word. I ain't no happy N-word. I'm more the fuck you type. I'm more the Malcolm X, Tupac Shakur type. Fuck you. I'm not, this will be addressed as it should be addressed. We have a Chinese infestation in Africa. And the only way to solve it is to get these motherfuckers the fuck out of Africa. Chinese don't like us, and I don't like them. Let me make that real motherfucking clear. They don't like us. We are a means to an end, and so they will be the same to me. You are a means to an end. Your money doesn't mean you own us. You don't own shit. Please try us. And I meant what it's the same shit that I said about the Arab motherfuckers. Move 1 inch below Sudan, and we will slaughter every single Arab in Africa. Fuck you motherfuckers. You ain't our brothers. You ain't never been our brothers. Not now, not today. Same thing goes for the Chinese. The Chinese have been in Africa since 1999, and they haven't done shit for Africa. Tell me what the fuck you've done. Stealing gold mines, stealing uranium, stealing gold deposits, building communities. These motherfuckers got the nerve to come to Africa, build their own communities, and tell us where we can go in their places. Fuck you. They tried that shit in Nigeria, and the army rolled up on their bitch asses, shut down every fucking thing they own, and they told them get the fuck out. I got no love for the fucking Chinese. They are a fucking infestation. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my segment right there. Next up is the African appointees. Now, if you want to fix Africa, and I mean this word, I'm not calling these motherfuckers leaders. They are fucking appointees. Motherfucking appointees. And look, there's a video I got to show y'all. Y'all give me a second. I'm going to pull this up. Because all I've been doing is watching videos of liberated shit all day long. There's a video I got to show y'all. Let me find this shit right quick. I need y'all to see this video. Yes, sir, I do. Give me a motherfucking second. I'd rather grow with what I want to talk about than grow with bullshit. Let me see, y'all. Let me find this video. Yes, sir. Where are you? Right here. All right, y'all. So there's a video I'm about to pull up. It's by the General Assimi Goïta of Mali. This guy, he's one of my favorites. He is an incredible man. This man right here is what's liberating me. Is what's liberating me to make me feel like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible, man. It's crazy incredible. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna pull this up.
You've got to watch this.
Yep.
Crazy stuff.
Let me flip this. Here we go.
I would like to express my deep gratitude to my brothers, their excellencies.
Yes,
Captain
sir.
Ibrahim Travel, President of FASO, Head of State, President of the AIS Confederation, and Army General Abdou Aman Chani, President of the Republic of Niger, Head of State, for the quality of their contributions to our work. Their unwavering commitment, insightful analyses, and enlightened contributions have been decisive for the success of this session. The richness of our discussions has allowed us to revisit all the actions carried out within the framework of implementation of the comprehensive A1 roadmap of the esteemed Confederation, which we have collectively and thoughtfully defined, and to clearly and precisely outline the significant responsibilities and promising future prospects in the crucial fields of defense and security, sustainable development, and effective diplomacy, both at the regional and indeed the international levels. I am pleased with His Excellency's commitment. Captain Ibrahima Traoré, President of FASO, is the President of the Confederation, to continue the actions implemented from the Year 1 roadmap. This Confederation roadmap must remain our compass and guide our actions, while also giving it new momentum. Under the leadership of His Excellency, Captain Ibrahima Traoré, President of IFASO and President of the Confederation, through the implementation of priority projects and programs and the continuation of ongoing actions listed therein, today, our Confederation is an intergovernmental organization with major achievements: an operational collective defense architecture, a dynamic economic integration in progress, and coordinated action in diplomatic matters. The Islamic State, or IS, is now a significant political and geopolitical reality whose influential voice truly matters on both the regional and the international stage, commanding attention and consideration. Deep engagement with Sahelian realities. Thank you. Founded on the aspirations of our people, our solidarity, our cultural heritage, our sense of sacrifice, and our collective resilience, as well as the constant support of Sahelian and Pan-African youth, we have been able to face many challenges, particularly in terms of security, the fight against terrorism, and development. Excellencies, Presidents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the success achieved by our defense and security forces in the fight against terrorism fully reinforces our historic choice, that of taking our destiny into our own hands and affirming our full and complete sovereignty. I would like to pay them a heartfelt tribute for their daily actions. On the ground, actions sometimes carried out at the cost of the ultimate sacrifice to preserve the unity and integrity of our territories, as well as the well-being of our people. Today we can say it with conviction. Peace has changed sides. The terrorists are being hunted down to their last hideout, despite the ongoing support they receive from both internal and external sponsors.
Am I a cake? Am I a pineapple?
The hell
On a
is this
phone
shit?
screen, I might as well be a tennis ball.
You got
Hours
this
of
bullshit
culinary
going on with
discipline.
commercials, boy. You motherfuckers. Boy, I gotta tell y'all, I fucking hate YouTube sometimes.
The continued return
Bullshit.
of displaced persons and refugees demonstrates our determination to make the protection of our people and their property at the heart of our priorities. These movements also promote the restoration of social cohesion and the strengthening of understanding between communities. The creation of the unified and established force in this regard is one of the most eloquent demonstrations of our shared determination to pool our efforts and face security challenges together in a demanding regional context. On this occasion, I would like to once again express my thanks to friendly countries for their cooperation and their multifaceted support for peace and security, and for the stability of our confederal space. Excellencies, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, in terms of economic and social development, in addition to defining common policies and programs, concrete results have been achieved. We have just inaugurated and launched several key structural tools for development and communication within our space, notably the Confederal Bank and the AS television channel. These instruments will undoubtedly help to strengthen our financial sovereignty, promote our cultural identity, and highlight our shared vision on the African and international stage. The full and complete success of these crucial initiatives absolutely requires a physical space that is entirely free from any and all obstacles to the seamless movement of people and goods, a significant objective that is now being progressively realized within the IS, as clearly demonstrated by the recent and important introduction of the IS biometric passport and the corresponding ID card. Excellencies, President, distinguished guests, the additional protocols relating to the pillars of defense and security, diplomacy and development, as well as the additional protocols concerning the confederal sessions of the parliaments, of which we have just completed the signing, constitute the full establishment of our institutional architecture. The legal instruments will certainly strengthen the coherence of our actions, improve their implementation, and enable an effective response to the concerns of our people, notably through the active involvement of the confederal deputies. Excellencies, Presidents, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, allow me to extend my congratulations to my successor, His Excellency, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, for being chosen to succeed me as President of the Confederation. His unwavering commitment and strong determination, which we highly commend, are truly major and invaluable assets for the successful pursuit of the AIS's important objectives. I am absolutely convinced that the significant actions undertaken during his impactful presidency will further substantially strengthen our crucial position in terms of national and international security, the relentless fight against global terrorism, sustainable development, and the comprehensive reinforcement of our vital diplomatic efforts on both the regional and broader international stage. I wish my brother, His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traoré, President of FASO, every success in his mission. And I assure him of our constant support in achieving the objectives of the Confederation. Excellencies, Presidents, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the AIS continues its determined march toward emancipation and prosperity. Our shared vision is taking shape, our achievements are being consolidated, and our cooperation is intensifying. With the support of our people, united and in solidarity, we will succeed. With these words, I declare the work of the second session of the College of Heads of...
So y'all,